Where is Tara Calico? The disappearance of Tara Calico has left her family heartbroken for more than 31 years. The young, vibrant, and hardworking woman went missing on the 20th of September, 1988, at the age of 19. Tara was a very active person and enjoyed bike riding as a hobby in her spare time. On the day of her disappearance, she decided to go on a ride like any regular day. She hopped on her mother's neon pink Huffy mountain bike and left at approximately 9:30 a.m. Before she left, she asked her mother, Patty Dole, to come pick her up if she was not home by 12 p.m. Patty agreed, as she sometimes accompanied Tara on this ride and knew the route very well. It is important to note that Tara's mother actually stopped going on this ride because she felt someone was always stalking them along this route. Nevertheless, Tara went off and made her way to Highway 47, which she usually spent the majority of her ride. The clock struck 12:05, and Tara's mother hopped in her car to go find her. She drove the whole length of Highway 47 and saw no signs of Tara anywhere. After driving another lap of the route, producing no signs of her daughter, Patty called the police immediately. Local authorities examined the route and found no signs of Tara or her belongings. Witnesses stated they saw Tara, but she was happily enjoying her ride, listening to music on her Walkman. The only piece of information they got was the sighting of a dirty white 1953 Ford pickup. The next day, her mother scouted the area and ended up finding her Boston cassette tape, as well as skid marks that indicated some sort of struggle or altercation. After this, the case went cold for 9 months, until a Polaroid picture was found on the 15th of June, 1989. A woman discovered this image in a parking lot by a convenience store in Florida. The image was located near a white Toyota cargo van that had no windows. This car was said to be driven by a white man with a mustache. Police set up roadblocks and performed safety checks, but neither the man or the car was ever located. Experts stated that the image couldn't have been older than a month, as the film used wasn't available until May that year. This discovery was aired on A Current Affair, which is when Tara's mother Patty immediately identified the girl in the photo as her daughter. The young girl in the Polaroid has a scar on her leg, identical to a scar Tara obtained in a car accident. As well as this, a book can be seen beside the girl, which is a paperback copy of V.C. Andrews' My Sweet Audrina, which is Tara's favorite book. The identity of the boy in the photo remains uncertain. However, Patty and authorities are almost certain the woman in the photograph is Tara Calico. Although this sparked hope for the family, this lead didn't help locate Tara whatsoever. After countless dead ends, a report was released in November 2013, which covers an interview with the Valencia County former sheriff, Deputy Frank Mathola. Frank interviewed a man on his deathbed named Henry Brown, who wanted to make a confession before he died. Henry stated that shortly after Tara's disappearance, he was in the basement of a man named Lawrence Romero Jr. smoking weed and partying. While he was there, he found the body of a woman who was wrapped in a blue tarp. Romero and the 2 other boys, named Dave Silva and Leroy Chavez, explained the events that occurred and confessed to Henry that they raped and murdered Tara. They stated if he ever told anyone, they would kill him as well, which is why he was choosing to confess all of this now, when he is about to die. He also stated they got away with it because Romero was the sheriff's son. He believed the sheriff made the decision to cover all the tracks to save his son from being convicted. He took this information to the police. However, shortly after, the recording and report of this interview could not be found. The suspected killer, Romero, is now dead along with Tara's mother, who never received closure for her daughter's disappearance. This case remains unsolved to this day. What do you think happened to Tara? Let us know what you think.